Yo, welcome, family. Welcome to Crypto Cliffnotes. We're back. I know it's been a while. I know it's been a good 2 weeks. Um, it's been a process, but we're back. We've been traveling, doing different things. Um, it's it's coming down to crypto, guys, that it's gonna be the thing. I've talked to many people about this the last, I'd say, couple weeks. The last 2 weeks I've been talking about it, and they agree with me. It's just the way that our currency, the way that everything is coming along right now. Crypto is the thing. And if you're not invested in the cryptocurrency, now is the time to start investing. Don't think these prices are too high, because they're not. I promise you, in the next 10, 15, 20 years from now, you're going to be like, damn, I should have got in. And it takes time. I've been doing this for a year now, a little over a year now. Pat's been here in the crypto world since 2017, guys. So he's been doing it for a while. And he knows what he's doing. He's a mentor of mine. He's someone that knows what he's talking about when it comes to fundamentals and news and understanding how the market works with cycles and everything like that. He's been through the bull runs. He's been through the bear runs. We believe, we've been talking about it for months now. We're back in the bull run. A lot of people got scared when we saw Bitcoin hit 30, or little under 30. Everyone got scared. A lot of people sold their Bitcoin. I know someone that sold Bitcoin because he was down. He lost money, right? The only way you lose money in this game, guys, is if you sell. That's literally what it comes down to. That's literally all it comes down to. So don't sell your crypto. Be aware of what you're investing in. We're not financial advisors, so we're not going to exactly tell you what to do, but we're going to give you guys our opinions, our thoughts on the crypto market. Yes, we've made money. Yes, we might be over, 2, 4, 5,000%. Who knows? I don't know. We might be up that, right? But we cannot tell you exactly what to do with your money. So, while you're learning, while you're on this stream, while you're getting all this great information today and any of our previous streams, take note of it and then go do your research. Do your due diligence, because that's what I do. I don't just invest into something just because someone told me to invest in it. So do your due diligence. If you like the project, invest it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Take your time, understand the information, and go from there. It's not really hard to invest in a crypto. If you are brand new, check out our old videos. We have basic videos on how to even buy a crypto, how to invest in a crypto, what exchanges there are, what to look for in cryptocurrency when you're researching these cryptocurrencies. We have all of that. So go back to our previous videos, go to our channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and make sure you comment and like on other videos as well. If you don't know, check the description down below. We have a giveaway going on. We just put a deadline. We just talked about this. We're putting a deadline on the giveaway. So if you have not liked, comment, or subscribed on this video or any other videos, as well as check the details below. We got Telegram, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. You have to subscribe to all of those. Right, once you follow Instagram, you subscribe to the Telegram channel, and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You need to go to the YouTube or the Instagram video where I'm talking about the giveaway and put done. Right, we don't know who has done it because there's so many people now that have in our Telegram chat and our YouTube. So we need to know if you actually did it. If you already did it, go ahead to that Instagram post on Instagram and find that video where I talked about the giveaway and put done. Right, we want to make sure that everyone that has participated, make sure they get a draw on the giveaway. It's going to be a Ledger Nano S, so this is going to be an asset for you, so you can store your cryptocurrencies in this ledger, or an offline, basically little USB that plugs into your computer, so you can store your cryptos in there, and it's completely safe. No one can access that unless they have your code, unless they have your 12-word phrase, all that stuff. So in order for them to get access to that, they have to have all the information. And we have videos talking about securities when it comes to crypto. Please make sure you do not put that in your phone or your laptop. Don't screenshot, don't take pictures. Write it down in a physical book or a post-it note and put it somewhere safe where you're going to remember. Right? There's been so many different stories of people losing hundreds and millions of dollars because they can't remember their phrase. Right? So don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. And you're hearing it now. Write it down. Understand what's going on with your assets. And, one thing, just it's long term. You know, this is not a game where you're gonna come in and flip $100 to $1 million in a week. It's not very possible unless something crazy happens. But we have a question already. How do you like it if it's live? How do you like it if it's live? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. If you could elaborate that question for
I think
me.
they're talking about just YouTube, because I hear a lot of other YouTubers talking about it. If you're
Oh,
like on your
okay.
phone or something watching live, yeah, I think they always say you got to stop watching the live stream.
No, you don't even have to do that. If you're on your phone, you click the X at the top right of the chat, and you just click that little thumb on the left hand side, and you're good to go.
Gotcha.
That's all you gotta do. And then if you click live chat, you can go back to the live chat. To get out of it, it's the top right, and it's the X button. Just click that X button, click that like button, and you're good to go. All right, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to pass this over to my mentor, my cousin, someone that has really knows his information, and we're always talking about crypto. I think we're on the phone for 40 minutes before we even hopped on this call talking about crypto and just talking about what's going on in the crypto world. So I want to pass this off to him, pass this off to greatness. Please, 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 if you didn't take notes on anything I say today on this stream, take notes on what he's saying because he knows his stuff, right? He knows his information. All right, he's been in here since 2017, made a lot of money in the crypto world, and we're still gonna continue. So, take notes on everything he says. Pat, go ahead and take it over. Your screen is frozen, so you might want to either turn your camera off or just do that again. But go ahead and take it over, cuz.
All right, guys. Yeah, for some reason, like he said, we've been on here for almost an hour, and every 5 minutes my screen's been freezing, and we've reset it and still doing it. So as long as the audio is good, you should be fine. And then once I know it, I'll unfreeze it. It's been a while, like you said, 2 weeks. We're back. He's been traveling. I've been traveling. We've definitely been still researching. Last couple of days, I haven't been on it as much. I still check out the news. When I say I'm not on it a lot, though, in a day, like an hour's a small amount for me. I try to stay on top of this, especially now. Like he said, we're pretty much at that bull market time. This stuff is going green. There always will have those corrections. So like we had big spikes on certain tokens, especially ones that we talk about a lot, like Cardano. If you've been with us from the beginning, like he said, we are not financial advisors. But if you've been with us and checking into Cardano, you should be up. You definitely should be up with that token. That has been our heaviest by far that we've talked about. And we were talking to it at $1. We just hit 3 this week. Came back down to 250 and it's already pumping back up today. That's the whole thing with this getting in and out. Like he said, don't think you're in too late. That's not the case. We're still in it early when you look at it as a global scheme. And with the news we're going to show you guys, it's every single day it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's all positive. And when you see the negative stuff, like we've always said, that's when the big players are actually buying. So they don't buy on days like this when the market's green. They like when it's red. That's when we like to buy. So try to do that. And that being said, let's just go double check. It's been a minute. As you can see, we are still sitting right around that 2 trillion mark, which is lovely. Bitcoin did hit 50 for a second, but it didn't hold too long. But like we said, that actually isn't a bad thing because, like I said, once this run goes, it goes fast. Bitcoin sitting at 48.3. Earlier today it was at 47, so it's already back up. That one bounces, as we know. Ethereum sitting at 32. I think what do we have? A $10 billion lead on Binance. The beauty is Cardano, like we said in our other videos, September 12th. That's when they're going to start working in these smart contracts. So really, this token should pump at least until then. And then once you start seeing projects, like one thing I was saying to Jonah in the past, I mean, I was buying these for a long time, like under 10 cents. And back then when we were buying and they were pumping, and now when they're pumping, It's still not even like Ethereum's running and rocking and rolling, and contracts are on it, and there's projects running. That's not even, Cardano's not even close to that yet. And September 12th will start that. So this is still very early in this project. If this is a successful project as it should be, and as you can see, it's already competing with like Ethereum. It's not in that market cap. It still needs to go, what, about another 4x? That's not that far away for a project that's just getting rocking. And that's why we've been pushing this one. Like I said, this is one of my longest term projects that I've been going after. And it's showing that it's starting to pay off. And I'm looking to hit like double digits with this one. Like I'm thinking this could come close to $10, like quick. And then there's no reason it couldn't down the road hit triple digits. So this project's one, like we said, just keep your eye on this one. Check the news on this one. Like we've been saying before, like there's news coming out on just crypto in general every day. Pretty much every day for like up until the 12th, you're going to see news on Cardano. So you can always check out ADA. So when we call that out, ADA is how you want to look that up. That's sitting at 286. It's still up for today. It says on the 24-hour market, it's up 12%. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick it back to Jonah. I'm going to let him come in and just do more on the technical side real quick. And then we'll just kick it back and forth with our news. Then we're going to go touch base one more time on, well, the news is good. Mine definitely is going to incorporate some NFTs. We're going to touch base on Autograph. If any of you were able to pick up any of those two NFTs off of Autograph so far, let us know. I've been in a bunch of the lotteries and have not even come close to being able to purchase one. But if any of you have, let us know on that one. I'd like to just see if you got a return, if you decided to keep it, if you sold it. And then we will touch base on just a couple tokens that we've been talking about that if you played them right, you definitely could have taken some profits. And we'll go from there. So let me kick it back to Jonah. See what he has for us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just going back to the previous, what he just said about Autograph, I was actually in one and it kicked me out. It was funny. I guess I had to like verify my ID on DraftKings. So how Autograph works is you buy the NFT on DraftKings, which is, you know, your sports betting and everything like that. And I had money in there and it kicked me out. It kicked me out of the draw. And I was actually, out of the 5,000 people, I was like 250. I was like 250 out of 5,000 people. So I know for sure I was going to get that. And as soon as it was my turn, it was like, oh, you got to verify your ID. So I did that real quick and then it took me out of it. So I was like, oh. And that was the one with, who was that? That was Wayne Gretzky. That was the very first draw. So I didn't get to, experience that. Stop. I didn't get to experience that NFT yet. But I do see some prices that I might just go buy one just to have one. And we'll go into that in a little later. But the deadline, I don't know if I did say it, is going to be September 10th. September 10th for that giveaway. So make sure you do everything in the details. If you want to go do that now or after the stream, it's up to you. But please, if you want to get in this giveaway, you want to be in the draw, make sure you have everything. We're going to end it at 12 a.m. on the 10th. And then what would that be? That would be the following Monday. We're going to announce the winner. All right. So make sure you do that. And we'll go from there. But as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys and show you guys what we have going on in the market currently. Currently, right now, market is looking green. Markets are green today. Market cap is sitting at about almost 2.1 trillion, which is great. It's very healthy. Bitcoin has a 43.6 dominance and Ethereum has 18.3. So Ethereum, is steadily moving up, to those higher percentages, which is great. I've been saying it for the longest. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I do believe that Ethereum will. I still believe long term we'll see Ethereum's market cap pass Bitcoin. That's my opinion. Depending on what ETH 2.0 does, we'll see what happens. But Bitcoin right now is sitting at about 48,305. Today it's already up about almost 3%. Ethereum's at like 3.6. This week we saw Cardano smack out that number 3 spot, overtook Binance Coin BNB, and that was good. We saw that big pump. It's at 287. I think before the end of this week, I think we can see a $3 Cardano. That was my prediction. I was talking to my brother. I was like, "Look, bro." He's like, "I think it's gonna fall." I said it could, but I almost certain, nothing 100%, but I'm almost 90% certain that Cardano will hit $3 before the end of this week. And we got today and tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. If you got in Cardano when we were talking about it right around $1, and we were talking about it before. So we were talking about this thing for a while now. So if you guys got in, you guys are in nice profits. You guys are sitting at some nice profits depending on where you got in. Even if you got in around $1, you're still sitting up almost 100%. So with that understanding, I'm going to go ahead into some analysis for you guys. Bitcoin right now, like I said, is sitting at that $48,000 level. We saw it crack above 50,000. I told you guys, I don't like to be that person, guys, but I've been telling you guys literally every single live stream we do. I've been calling out the levels for you guys. I was calling out that $37,000 level, hit that. I was calling out that $42,000 level, hit that. Then I said, okay, our next level would be 50K, hit that. Now it's just, from here on out. The next level that I'm looking at would be 56. And then the next level after that would be right back to its highs, 62, 63, right around there. We're going to start seeing these levels. And once it cracks that 64, 65, we're going to see a boom like we've never seen before. My prediction is still 80K, 80K at least by the end of this year. That's my prediction. As of right now, nothing is guaranteed, guys. So again, we're not financial advisors, but just studying the cycles and studying how the market moves throughout these cycles, 80K is very, very reachable in a very small period of time. So if you're not invested in a Bitcoin or even Ethereum's bumping at 32.41. The next level I'm looking for in Ethereum would be right around 3,700. That's my next level. And then once we break that $4,000 level, we're off to the races. But Cardano, I think I would really want to touch up on that. I usually just do Bitcoin, but I want to touch up on Cardano because Cardano has been killing it. Ever since we saw a nice little bottom at July, it was like July 20th. July 20th, we saw that support level right around $1.03. It was just tapping that thing many times. It tapped almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times, and then it just started moving up. We started seeing some nice bullish movements, nice little retracements, big bullish movements, nice little retracements. I'm telling you guys, $3 by the end of this week. And you can mark my words. You put it on your calendar. Jonah on Crypto Cliffnotes at $3 on Cardano by the end of what is it? It would be the 29th. All right, mark my words. 29th, you will see a $3 Cardano. If you haven't invested, it's still a good price to invest. If we see anything, I can look at the weekly real quick and see if I can see anything, but I think we might see maybe a retracement after it smacks $3 back down to like $2.50, $2.30, and then we're going to just, up from there. So if you haven't gotten Cardano, it's still not too late. Invest a little bit of money. Take some money, maybe 10, 15% of your current income and start throwing into crypto. And if you guys need help, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Pat on Instagram or Telegram or whatever it is. You can hit the chat in Telegram. Let us know if you need help. If you need help, we got you. And we can. If you've never downloaded Coinbase, I can send you guys a referral, and you guys can get $10 of Bitcoin for free. If you just sign up and you buy $100 of crypto, you get that. And also on Coinbase, I don't know if you guys know, but you guys can make free crypto. You can literally watch the little lessons. If you go to your little home icon, you scroll down, it says start earning. Click that and you can go through those lessons. Simple. Very, very simple. So that's really it that I have. I want to pass this over to Pat. He can go over his news, and then we'll come back here. I'll go over my news, and then we'll get into a little bit of NFT game with autograph, because that is that's the move. I'm telling you guys, that is the next thing that you guys need to start looking into if you have not already, because it's only gonna be up from here. And if you have not looked into NFTs, I'm telling you guys, don't be upset that you missed out. It's just getting started, and we've seen over 1,000% gains. I mean, people are selling NFTs for millions and millions of dollars, buying it with a couple $1,000s. So the game is very lucrative in the NFT world. So many opportunities. But I want to pass this off back to Pat, and we're gonna take it from there. Go ahead and take it over.
All right.
So I'll just bring up some Cardano real quick. This is a great one. Number of Cardano millionaires rises by 173%. So there was 3,600. Now there's 9,800. Almost 10,000 millionaires because of this token. And like we said, it's early. Now, obviously, these were some early guys or people with a ton of money. But give it 5 years. That list is going to be big. And a bunch of us should be on this thing for real. Definitely. This token, like you said, if you've been getting in since we've been saying, you should definitely be up right now. And where he gave that little $3, maybe by this weekend, I'll say that, but like, I'm guessing this thing's going to be closer. Like by the end of next month, we'll be closer to $5, I would say. And then who knows from there, this thing, like I said, I'm looking closer to like a $10 mark by the year end, before the pullback, up and down in between. But that's where I'm looking, and then way more long term if you hold on to these things. And if you have a decent amount, even if you don't, and this is a token you plan on, like, I'm not going to get rid of mine. I stake mine. So I have my stuff sitting right now. I'm getting interest on it. I get X amount every single day. I get paid. You know what I mean? And before, when it was like $1, you're getting a couple bucks. Now it's $3, you're getting a little bit more. It goes to the 100 mark. You know what I mean? Like, as this goes up, that interest steadily goes too, because it just keeps rolling. So staking's nice, especially if you have a big, because the interest is nice. Now Cardano, I'm only, I think, picking up like 5%, somewhere right around there, give or take 1. But some of these other tokens, you can get a lot higher. I mean, I've seen up in the teens. So I mean, you can get a nice return. And even on stable coins, I mean, they're usually sitting right around 8%. You're not going to find any bank that does that. So, I mean, you could just transfer your money right into a stable coin. You don't have to worry about the market jumping up and down. Keep it on that dollar mark. It rides the dollar, but get 8% return instead of probably 0.02 or whatever the hell the banks give. I don't know. I don't put money in this. I haven't had a savings account in forever because they don't pay nothing. It's not worth it. The value of the dollar goes down way faster than that percentage of you actually making money. So you're still losing money with it. Anything that I've put money into, well, no, let's say 95% of anything I put money into back in 2017 has went up. None of it has. There's been a few projects that I took like some long shots on. Because back then there was different ways to get into things early. So, I mean, there was some stuff I would throw 50, $100 at, nothing major. Knowing that they were long shots and they were basically like throwing a dart blind and trying to hit a bullseye. But I was willing to throw that away. And some of those didn't work out. Other ones paid for those losses. But this, like he was saying, this is something like you will see these markets go up and down. You're going to hear stories of people making crazy money overnight and all that. Most of the time when you hear that, they're playing with big money. This is one, if you're willing to just be patient, hold 5. If you hold 10 years, you should be sitting very, very, very lovely. But But even 5, I mean, they said even like on a 5-year cycle with these tokens, a lot more millionaires get created. Because that usually gets us through that bear market. What's up? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so what I want to add to like what he just said about the staking part, I also staked mine as well. But the most important part about it is that you're getting interest on top of your interest when you stake, because not only are you getting interest, you're getting X amount of percentage on whatever crypto that you're staking. So you're giving your crypto out to that network to basically use your money for the network to, work and everything like that. You're also, when the price goes up, that means the price of the amount of coins that you're getting in interest is also going to go up, right? So that's something that I really want you guys to understand is, nothing wrong with having money in a savings account. You're not really going to get anything, but you're getting 0.05% maybe at a bank, right? Interest. But you're not, that money is not really going up in value because the dollar doesn't really move like the cryptocurrency. So I want you guys to like kind of understand that term when he was talking about staking. But yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, now I just saw that comment. So for that question, hey, where can I all right, crypto? Honestly, your best bet, go back to our first video. We break it down as how to start a wallet, which is how you're going to want to purchase crypto. It's going to be able to keep it. So go back to our first videos. We break that down and show you pretty much step by step how to purchase. I'm pretty sure that's what I did in the first video. We kind of purchased tokens. So that is going to be a couple steps. And that's the kind of stuff where when you do that, have a pen and paper, write down your information rather than store it on your phone or anything. And once you do that, let us know in the comments that you did. And then if you have any questions on it, we'll get back to you on that. But that'll take a while just to get into. And like we said, we already have videos set up for that where you'll be able to figure that right out. But let me get back into the Cardano. So then, like I was telling him, this is pretty big. Cardano launches in Japan. Japan is a tough market to get into. As you can see right here, it's the world's third largest right now, which is lovely because, like you said, we just took that over this week. Binance has been sitting up there, but Japan has some of the most stringent regulatory hurdles. A lot of tokens. XRP just got on there. So the 2 tokens that we were talking about a lot, XRP, ADA, they're now available in Japan, and they invest heavy over there. So although they're not that big, they got a lot of money and they invest. So this is very big news. And it just shows you like these countries aren't going to waste their time on projects that they're not going to waste their time on it. You know what I mean? They're not going to sit there and do all this work to make sure that this fits under their regulations and all for a project that's not going to be around in a year. So that's just more proof. And like I said, on Cardano, it's coming out every single day. That's all I have on Cardano. Other than, like I said, it's not financial advice, but even when it was sitting at $1.50, and those were sitting high, especially for a couple months, we were saying, well, it's not a bad idea to keep grabbing. I was grabbing these at less than 10 cents. I'm still picking these up. Like, they will keep going up. I see. And so far, I've been right about this. This is, like I said, since 2 cents is what I've been talking about. It's been a while. So do you have any more, Jonah, on Cardano, or do you want to hop just regular to other news?
We could just hop straight into the other news. You're good. You really covered everything, basically.
All right, cool. All right, so let's go to just some more global. Cuba. They're ready to recognize and regulate cryptocurrencies. We said, I don't remember the date. I want to say it's like September, another September, like the 7th or 8th. That's when El Salvador goes live. It's going to start. It's getting big. Amazon's in the news about it. Everywhere's doing this. I mean, it's inevitable. You have to start taking this. They're going to miss out on money. Everywhere is going to start taking this. we're in at a perfect time for this. Visa. So we've been talking a lot about NFTs, right? With NBA Top Shot, all different, like the artworks, the different platforms, your wax, like all that. From the very beginning, we've been saying NFT, NFT, NFT. Write it down. It will be talked about more and more and more. And as you see, it is steadily getting talked about. The big players are getting into it. So Crypto Punks, if anybody, Visa bought one. So this is just showing the credit card company spent $150,000. Meanwhile, that's kind of cheap for these. I think like the cheapest one's like 120,000. They only made 10,000 of these. They're just very, let me see if they even have a picture of one. If not, I'll pull one up. Here, this is the one they bought. So they made 10,000 of them. That's what Visa paid for. 150,000 for this guy right here. And anyone that has these, that bought these in the beginning, that were a believer in this kind of thing, this is like the kind of reward you're getting. The cheapest one of these are 6 figures. Some of these are selling for over 7 figures. For this, the graphics are low. It does absolutely nothing. It is exactly what you were seeing on your screen. That image right there is what that was bought for. So this is why we're also telling you, me and him are more into like sports. So we kind of were bringing you the NBA Top Shot and that. If you're into artwork, into comic books, pretty much anything now, all kinds of celebrities are doing their own NFTs. We showed you Messi, Brady, yeah, like all these. I think since the last time we talked, where he was just talking, Wayne Gretzky did his on the platform. All the big players are doing this. The big celebrities are doing this. Anything can be an NFT realistically. So some of this stuff's going to have value down the road. A bunch of it won't. But as you can see, this little picture is worth a ton of money. So some of these early things, that's why we also say, like, we bring these to your attention. Where we were talking, like we said, we're going to bring back up autograph.io, talk about that a little bit again, just because that's moving. And then actually in an hour and a half, you're going to, another lottery starts on there for the tennis player. And we can't say these things are going to be worth a fortune down the road. We have no clue. But to see that, like, this little picture was able to probably be bought very, very cheap originally, and it's now worth over $150,000, I'm going to take some chances on a few of these, just like I did back in 2017 with these cryptos. I know that these are for certain. NFTs are like, it's going to happen the same way cryptos are. It's just a new way it's going to work. I don't know which ones to get. I'm going to grab a little bit of everything. And hopefully I'll get one of these kind of returns. So like I said, if you're into comic books, if you're into artwork, if you're into music, it's all NFTs now. There's ways you can support your artist. This is the nice part. So like if you're an artist, you can put out your own artwork. You don't need to broker it through people. So like music and all, movies might be a lot different. Movies might be one thing, but music should be a lot different in the future. Like we're going to be able to purchase directly from the artist. We don't need to have them on a record labels and stuff like that. If you know what I mean, we'll be able to support it. And that's what we showed you on that last, like audio and all. So it was a streaming one. You can buy music there. Let me see what Jonah has. That's all I have that I want to get into on this part right now. And then we will touch base on, the autograph. And from there, like you said, I got like 1 or 2 coins I want to talk about. And I think he has 1 or 2. And then we'll wrap this up. So back to you. Let me stop sharing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pat, for sharing that with us. NFTs, if you didn't take note, look into that one. I think it's called, was it Crypto something? What is it called? Crypto Punk? You're muted.
Crypto Punks.
Crypto
and then
Punks.
The other one that people, I think it's look up Crypto Monkeys. I think it's, or Crypto Apes or something. Like they're going for crazy money, and it's these like skull looking apes, and there's just all different stuff. There's this isn't just in the US. This is the beauty of it. It's global. So when they make only 10,000 or something, like 10,000 seems like a lot, but not when you're talking about the global population. So like when you're dealing with, like we were talking before, like certain sports aren't as big as others and stuff like that, but there's a reason that sports on TV and stuff. Like there is an audience for it. And you only have to find that one person that's willing to pay X amount more than what you purchase it for. So some of these, like you said, we're into sports. There's certain things we're chasing, but you might be into something different, and check into that. But these are going to be, how I believe, some very good early opportunities for you to make some money. Let me get back to you. Go ahead.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So I'm telling you guys, NFTs is the new wave, guys. NFTs is definitely the new wave when it comes down to it. The first piece of news, just getting back into our news, guys. This Vine, I don't know if you guys remember that app Vine. It's kind of outdated, but Vine co-founder plans to launch blockchain-based game console that uses NFTs to play. So like this is like your PlayStation, your Xbox, but you get to make money in crypto. That's pretty cool. It's called SUP, or I think that's what it's called. But Don Hoffman, the co-founder of popular social networking short form video hosting service Vine, has announced a non-fungible token project called SUP Drive. The platform aims to be a blockchain-based game console that uses NFTs to operate the project's video game. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to see how much it is. I might get it just to have it and then maybe sell it. But it's pretty cool how, all of these different, you see Facebook, Visa, Instagram. Everybody's getting into NFTs, guys. So if you're not in, you're kind of already behind. And it's time to start looking into these things, guys, because it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better and bigger from here. So that was the first one that I had for you guys. Let's see. We already talked about... Okay, cool. Nope, not that one. This one. So this bank, I know we've talked about banks before. Bank of America, Citi. There's so many different banks out there that are starting to get into this. But customers at this bank can now get direct access to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano and several altcoins. Usually the main banks are just going with Bitcoin and Ethereum. But this specific bank, I think it's in Oklahoma. It's an Oklahoma-based vast bank, has announced a new app that will enable its customers to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and 5 more altcoins. Right? That's pretty cool to me. This is a family-based bank, and usually family-based banks aren't usually doing this. I think this is one of the first ones I've ever heard talking about getting into crypto. These bigger banks are kind of setting the tone. We've talked about it in our previous live streams. Bank of America, Citibank, out of the country, out of the U.S. banks are getting into cryptos, and soon enough it's going to be NFTs. But that's just something that was interesting to me, is that now family based banks are now getting into this. So this is pretty cool to me. And then the last piece of news that I had, let me see, I think it's this one. Just going back to the NFTs. NFT, what is art blocks, and why are these NFTs suddenly selling for millions in Ethereum? So all I really wanted to talk about here is like he said before, it's art. It comes down to art, music, video games, sports, everything. It's all art in a way, right? You got your collectibles with NBA Top Shot. You got your collectible autographs on autograph.io. You got your there's Pokemon, there's CryptoPunks, which is art. Everyone's getting into the NFTs, guys, and it's going to just get bigger from here because everything is going digital. As we know, everything is going to go digital, and it's pretty cool what they're doing with this. And if you're really good at art, I would say, hey, go make your own NFT. Make it authentic. Make it your own, and sell it. You know, there's definitely ways out there that you can, you know, specifically make your own NFT. If you want to mint your own NFT, go to autograph.io. I know you guys keep hearing us talk about it. You guys can just make your own. You can put a picture of whatever it is, and I'm sure eventually down the line, when they allow other people to go ahead and sell, you know, their own NFTs, go do it. Why not? You know, so that is really all the news that I had. I know we wanted to get into Pat. Did you want to go over our coins from the previous weeks? Do you want to do that just to show them the potential that from call outs?
Yeah, but real quick, let me get that question real quick. So like, that's a good question, Cheyenne. So like they kind of already have that. That's one thing that Jonah actually pulled up the other week, and I did. So if you check out that coin token, these are all like top 100.
So like the Decentraland, their call, if you try to look it up, is Mana, MANA. Decentraland, which one were you doing, Jonah? What game were you playing? Axie Infinity?
No, I didn't play Axie yet, but it was Lost Relics. That was one. You could play that for free, but you got Axie.
What token was it on?
Engine coin.
All right, so yeah, so like, but if you check out like that's one I would say to look in. Go check out the Decentraland, man. That's going to be a style of like a virtual world. Then they're going to have actual games. So there's already games that are created. And in them games, this is some neat stuff I was reading about. So here's what they're going to do. For games, I guess this wouldn't just apply to games, but just to put the example out there. So say you're into which one did you put up? Yeah, like GTA or Call of Duty or anything like that. Say for like Call of Duty. Say as an NFT, they make as an auction a crazy weapon or something, or a crazy like health thing or a shield, but they only make say like 100 of them available, right? So people bid on these shields. You're gonna buy this NFT. So now what they're talking of being able to do is, rather than you just having to put your NFT up on the marketplace to resell it and try to make money, you could sit there, use it in your game, right? And then when you're not playing the game, you could put it up now on a rental platform where you can rent your token out to another user. He's going to pay you in whatever crypto you're on or you decide to use. You still own the NFT. They just are able to use it during their gameplay while you're not using it. So you're collecting money and all that in the meantime. So there's going to be ways to rent NFTs that they're coming out with. That is just another reason. Like if you're a gamer and stuff like that, check out this stuff. Like I haven't been deep into that because like I said, Decentraland's like an entire world that they're creating. So you definitely are going to have to put time into it. But as you see, like there's crazy money in this stuff. So like that stuff is already, I don't know about those games right off the jump, if they'll have them right away, but that's already out there. And like I said, they're going to have it where they're renting stuff. So you can, depending on what you have, weapons, vehicles, certain cars, car parts, you can rent them out while you're not using. They're going to make this stuff really cool. It'll be a whole nother hustle that you can do. Meanwhile, the NFT is probably going to keep going up in value because demand. If you have something that everybody's renting, obviously it's super high in demand, value keeps going up. So you're making money over, it just keeps on coming. And that's what we're trying to set all of ourselves up for. Like my goal is never to sell I don't want to sell my crypto. If I have $1 million, even if you have just $1 million in crypto, which in 5 years, if you're investing, you should have $1 million, easy. If you're making just 10% off of it, that's giving you $100,000 a year to live off of without ever selling, just on interest. So that's my goal, is to position myself where I can almost just live off of interest and then even have so much left over, I can just keep reinvesting in that. But my goal is not to like catch that high, sell, and just keep that cash, because I don't want the cash. If anything, I'm going to try to catch that high, sell, double up on that dip. But I'm definitely always getting back into my cryptos. Like that's one thing. There's certain projects I will sell out of, but there's other ones there's no way I'm ever going to get out of. Yeah, so let's that I just wanted to bring that up on that. Let's now go to just I guess a couple tokens. Like he said, we could go over here. Let's just go to autograph real fast.
Yeah,
Here's
go
who's
ahead.
coming out today in an hour. 3 o'clock today, you can join these drops. These drops are all going to be super hard to get into because there's only like 200 left. These are the signature series. But Naomi Osaka from tennis, she's like was ranked number one. I think the tournament starts this weekend, and she's like ranked third in that one already. But as you can see, there's only 100 available, 100 available, 50 available, 25, and this one only has 12. And so these are going to range from 2,500 up to 1,500. They're hard to get. Like I said, I've joined so many of these drops and haven't even got close to getting it. Jonah was close, and it didn't work out. But that's all right because the heavy hitters that we want, or at least I know the one that he wants, is up next. So in 2 weeks on the 9th is Derek Jeter. So the way it works is like the first set of drops are the unsigned, second set are the signed. But then the way I'm reading into it, this is going to give you access to actually buy the NFT card coming out of this. So you'll own this, I guess, and then you'll still purchase an actual another card when it's available, but you get like VIP access or something. I definitely have to read more into this, but even if you just go right onto the marketplace, so although these are all on autograph, which we keep talking about, and this lets you know they run everything through DraftKings, which we put on our other videos. So on that one, we show you how all this is done. And then in here, the drops, it lets you know when it comes. So like at 2:30 today, it'll just say join drop. You'll hit it. Once that drop hits, it'll let you know your number. There's only 100 available. If you're number 5,000, you might as well leave the line. You're probably not going to get it. But if you're number 98, you're pretty much guaranteed to get it unless something malfunctions. And then you can check out here on browse, and it lets you know what these are selling for. So like hers, the return weren't that good. If you bought the 12, I mean, I say not that good. You're doubling up easily. $12 turned into 32. But I say that's not that good because like if you looked at Tom Brady's, his cheapest cards are going for 300, and that was $12. Well, Derek Jeter's coming up next, and Tiger Woods, Tony Hawk. There's still some major people, so I recommend at least trying to get in these drops. You're going to need to set up an account on DraftKings. Do not do like Jonah did. Make sure you hit verified and that you are verified before you join the drop, because it will suck if you get a position that you can buy one and then you can't purchase it when it comes time to it. So just double check that. But as you can see, like Tom Brady's, anything you bought, you made money off of. So far, pretty much any of them. Even hers, it's just not as big, but 100% return is gold. You know what I mean? It's just, you just don't make as much as you do on, like I said, the Tom Brady, you're getting like a 20x on some of them. I would think Tiger Woods would be the same way. Derek Jeter should. Tiger Woods, I would think should be almost the biggest just because he's globally known to just golf is played around the world. Hockey's not, football's not. All these sports, I mean, even tennis is probably played globally compared to hockey and stuff like that. But it's just another thing. Like we said, we're into sports, so we follow these. If you're into artwork, there's plenty of places for this, and there's plenty of opportunities for money. So now, do you have anything else you want to talk about in regards to autograph or the marketplace?
Nothing really. I did want to add because I think we were talking about it before. While we're here, no, you could. Okay, bet. While we're here, because I know you were talking about. We were talking about if you buy it, even though it's a lower price that it's selling for, if you hold it long, a longer term, maybe a couple months down the line, maybe a year, I don't know. You could get access to different drops, kind of like NBA Top Shot, to where you could buy the you buy the card. If you hold X amount of cards, you're able to join certain drops that other people can't. So that's something that you guys can, especially because this is just starting. We talked about autograph.io before it even dropped anything. We were talking about this months before it even dropped. And Pat's the one that found it, and we started talking about it. We started looking into it, and then we finally saw that they were dropping things. I mean, think about it: $12 or $25 to $300. Who wouldn't take that gain? I would. I don't know about you. Even $200 from a $12 purchase. I don't know about you, but I don't know any purchase out there that you're gonna buy something in the store and sell it for $200, unless you're maybe doing e-commerce, drop shipping, whatever. Not one product though that's online. You know what I mean? So these are very lucrative. Look into the platform if you do not have one. Go to autograph.io. I actually dropped it in the comments. Go sign up. Go mint your own NFT. Go make a DraftKings account if you haven't already. Go throw in maybe like 25 to $100 and just have it in there just in case. Like, have that money in there so when the drop comes, you're on it. You're buying the NFT. So these are very lucrative. What do we want to go over next, Pat? Did you want to jump into any coins specifically?
Yeah, because especially like the one I want to go over, it was one if you actually got in, it's still up. But I mean, like my portfolio last time we did Monday, we didn't review them. When we did our like $1,000, I put about 50% of mine into Energy Web that week. So week 1 and week 3, I put Energy Web in. Energy Web in week 1, when we were talking about it, I believe was like $5 or $6. Week 3, when I was talking about it, I want to say it was like what, 8 or 9. And then that same week, and the reason I went off and put even the 50% of my 1,000, so I put the 500 into it. The whole reason I did that was because, like I said, the YouTubers we follow, when I heard that all of them were coming out with news on the same week, when something like that, like you hear, there's like the main YouTubers put out multiple videos every day because now they're getting paid on ads. So there's that much information out there and they need to get it out there. So like we're grateful for them, and that's how I learn a lot. But it's they're definitely also able to make money off of ads and stuff like that. So I'm sure that's why they pump so many videos. And I'll take anytime you get the whole group, like your top out of the top, say 20. If you got 4 or 5 of them talking about one token, it's you like 90% of the time going to take off. Seriously pump. When one of them do it, not so much, because like I said, they talk about it every day. But I knew I knew that they were all talking about it. They kind of announced like next week we're going to be talking about this, and it was like this technology, everything keeps coming out. Energy Web was that Monday. I think we actually did that one on a Tuesday. My account went up. It was up almost 40% in 3 days if you followed us. Like if you got in at the right time on this token, you were definitely up. And this one should just keep on going. I mean, like I'm looking into the hundreds. And there's only 30 million out right now. There's only 100 million in max supply. So that is not a far reach. As soon as this market cap, it's already ranked 155. And this is stuff, I mean, they have documentation with Bill Gates, with, I mean, all the major players. Not Bill Gates, I'm sorry, Warren Buffett. Purchasing into this kind of stuff. They just do it other ways. They don't buy direct. They buy the companies that are acquiring this stuff. So I think I was frozen. So I reset it. But that was one I wanted to, EWT. I still like this token a lot. Check that one out. It's sitting at $11. That one could have a little bit of a pullback, but I mean, like I said, this week, that thing just went from, let me check real quick. We just hit, Yeah, it's almost, it was 1577. So I mean, even if it's just going right back up to that, you're gonna make almost $5. Um, that's not bad. It's almost a 50% return right there. And it's like I said, I see this one going in the hundreds down. I mean, this isn't happening overnight. You might get that spike again. But when I'm saying hundreds, I'm looking long term. This is one I'm going to steadily keep stacking. I will keep accumulating these. I am going to try to grab these every time they dip a little bit and get them so I can bring my cost average down. But EWT, that is one. And like I said, if you need to see what that one is, just go back to our last picks, because when we do the $1,000 picks, they're very short videos, and all of them are up. Week 1 right now, I'm up 36%. Week 2, I'm up 26%. Week 3 right now, I'm only up 10%. But if we just went back, like I said, 5 days ago, if I'd have made the video, I'd have been up 40% in a matter of 3 or 4 days. So it's all about, if you're a person that chases that quick money. Like I said, I hold certain numbers at certain points. I will take profit, but I don't play that back and forth all day every day. Like that's I don't feel like doing that. If you like that, more power to you. But let me see what I'm gonna kick off with that one. EWT is one I wanted to throw back out there, the same as like with Cardano. As I'm more expensive, and then like I like my insurance-based ones, but they're going to be a while before they start popping off. But let me send this over to Joe and see what he's got.
Yeah, most definitely. That's one. Unfortunately, I do not have. Fortunately, I don't have it, but I think one that we can definitely agree on is XRP. Don't sleep on that. It's only $1.14 right now. So that's gonna be one that you're gonna want to start accumulating. It made a nice little drop. So if you still haven't got that yet, I think right now is a really good price. Say again.
KuCoin. They can't get that regularly.
Oh yeah, KuCoin. You have to get it on KuCoin. That's one that I've accumulated all the way up. Even at the top, I still accumulated some. And that's one I'm gonna hold long term. Once they brush off this SEC case like nothing happened, it's gonna go bonkers. Like once it's back on Coinbase, once it's back on Binance and all the major exchanges, this thing is gonna be. Call me a liar, call me crazy, but I can see this coin going at $10 for sure. Maybe by the end of this year, we'll see. And another one I really want to throw out there is that Theta. We've talked about that one that has to do with like the game streaming and all of that. That's one I'm really gonna keep pumping into. Pat's the one that really told me about it. His brother actually invested into it before me and before him, I'm sure. He's been accumulating that for a while. So Theta is one that's connected with Twitch, and I think it's YouTube maybe. Is it one of the co-founders or not YouTube? Yeah. YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Okay, YouTube. So, yeah, someone in the chat said, "Do not sleep on XRP, Stellar, ETH, Bitcoin, Cardano." Yeah, those are definitely ones. I personally like XRP more than Stellar, but they both are great. I know Stellar's been pumping a lot lately, but Stellar's another good one that you guys can invest into. And then, I mean, like he said, the long terms that we're really looking into is Poker Cover. That one is only at what? It's sitting at 11 cents, almost 12 cents. And we were just doing the math, right? Because I kind of want to go over this real quick with you guys. Poker Cover right now, its max supply is 137, so it's a little bit over. I think it's like 20 more million supply than Ethereum, give or take, right? And if per se the market cap of Poker Cover were to go to Ethereum's, I did the math, it would be about $8,200 if Poker Cover goes to the market cap of Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. I'd have to do those calculations again. But if that happens, even if it were to go to $100 and you invest, let's just say $100 right now. Let's do that math. You have $100 and you're buying them at 11 cents. you're getting about almost 1,000 coins for $100. You're getting about 900, right? Let's just say this coin goes up to $100. Goes up to $100. That's 90 grand if this coin goes to $100. And this is long term. I'm not saying this is gonna happen overnight. I'm not saying this is gonna happen tomorrow. This is gonna be long term. But this specific crypto is targeted towards putting insurance on your crypto. So any of the hacking, anything that happens on the exchanges, you have insurance. Like you have dental insurance, health insurance, car insurance. You have all this insurance. Now you get it on your assets. So really think about that. Poker cover, like I said, if you want to look into that coin, the ticker or the coin is CBR for Polka cover, and it's insurance on your crypto. So that's something that you guys should really, really look into. I specifically am going to keep accumulating. I definitely need to get some more of those before, we see even $1, and I'll be up pretty good. But this is going to be a really good asset that you guys want to look into if you haven't. I like it. I love the idea behind it, and I invested. So that's all really the coins I have. That's a long term, guys. All of these, Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are going to be long term. Maybe, when you start seeing it get back up, you start investing now. Start taking some profits. Don't be scared to take some profits. Take some profits off the board. Be happy with the profits that you get. Might be a little bit lower than what you want. But don't be scared to take profits. You can never go broke taking profits. So take those profits, keep them in a stable coin. Maybe if you want to hold long term and you see the great potential behind that crypto or that project, go ahead and stake it. Why not? Stake it. That's what I did. That's what I did for some of my Ethereum. That's what I did for my Cardano. That's what I did for my Polkadot. Because I see long term on those. So that's all I really have. Pat, did you have anything you wanted to add? Anything that you wanted to talk about before we hop out of here?
Only other coin. So Polkadot should start pumping, should continue to pump. If that's another token we definitely like. So the ones he's talking about are built on that Polkadot ecosystem, basically. Another one that I like, I talked about a while ago on that same thing. Well, there's been a few, and this one's off of this one we're gonna not do the insurance. The other insurance one was Uno, if you are interested in that. So CVR's Polka cover. Uno is going to be another like a reinsurance. That's another one we liked, and that's another cheap one. I think it's still sitting at like 20 cents. But the other one that I was going to pull up is going to be ChainX. So I just want to, I'm not even going to really go into it. I'll just pull it up on my screen just so you can see it. I noticed my screen keeps freezing. But this isn't a bad price point. I actually paid more than when I first bought into these. I was getting these at like over $6. But then I brought down my cost average because I bought more while they were a little bit cheaper. But this is another one I've been looking into. And one of the reasons also it won't take a lot of movement to make good money. There's only 11 million of them out. It caps out at 21 million, the same as Bitcoin. So it's the most it's going to ever be produced of this. And this runs, like I said, this runs on Polkadot. It's basically one of the first built on it. And what it's going to do is it's going to work as like a development bridge between like Bitcoin and a couple of the other exchanges, the DEXs. So I started getting these. The stuff, like I said, these ones on Polkadot, I don't feel we have to get rushed into as much. That being said, while they're super low, when they just jump a penny or two, you definitely lose out on how many tokens you get. So this is another one you might want to look into. PCX, ChainX. This is not, like I said, I've already been getting these at a higher price point than this. This is a token project I do like. So you might want to check that one out also. But I just want to throw that one out there. And then that'll be the last one for now that I'm going to put out, because with the market being the way it is, if you've been riding with us, you should have a halfway decent portfolio. And the major players that we talk about, Ethereum, Cardano, they're both about to get crazy. XRP, how much did you say that would go to?
$10.
Yeah, I mean that. Look, as soon as that SEC releases and it's over with them, and this can go back on Coinbase, and we can buy it in the US. Yeah, I see $10 easy. I see it. You're gonna see it go crazy because that's a token that's been around forever and people have always talked about it. You just, unless you like follow like us or YouTubers, or you just been in this, you're not gonna know how to buy it. You can't just buy it on a regular exchange. So I would check out KuCoin if you want to grab some of them. But like where he said $10, that can easily. I mean, this is one of the only main tokens out of like, the top 20 that has not had a chance to go back to its all-time high. So it's not even been there yet. And then we haven't even done, most of these tokens are doing 3, 4, 5X's. Well, I mean, Ripple was over $3. So, I mean, even a 2X puts you at 6. But I'm seeing a little bit more than that. Just because this thing's already popping in other countries too. And as you see, like we said, it's available in Japan. That's going to help. But this is a project, like I said, this is one we've been rocking for a long time as well. We just don't talk about it as much because you can't get it. But as you see, this thing's been around. And the reason that most of the time when people like XRP, that they're going to like Stellar, is the co-founder of Ripple started Stellar. So it's kind of the same concept, but they will compete. And I'm going to go Ripple just because I have more Ripple. But that being said, that's pretty much it for me. Let me get off of here, put us back up, see if I can go out without freezing one more time, and we can end this. We've been on for an hour now.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pat. Again, that's going to be it for us today. Go back and watch this stream. We put in the live chat, we put all of the coins that we really talked about today in the chat. So just scroll up and check them out, screenshot it, write it down, whatever you got to do. And let us know what you think about this stream. If you guys have any questions, whether you see this on the live stream or you see this on the recorded, just let us know what's popping. Let us know if you have any questions, anything, any thoughts that you guys have on the coins that we talked about, any of the news that we talked about, anything that we talked about. Again, we appreciate every single one of you. Again, that deadline for the giveaway is September 10th by 12 a.m. Eastern Time. We're going to end it there completely. So go ahead. I'm going to drop it in all the chats that were in the giveaway that's going on. And then we're going to drop this video in all the chats so you guys have everything there for you. But again, we appreciate every single one of you for being on here. We'll see you guys at the top, right with us, with all the crypto, with all the NFTs, with everything that's going on in the crypto world. Again, we love you guys.